Okay, it looks like we're back up, but it gave everybody a different chat room.
Yep.
Well, foot. Okay. Let me see. Good morning, Shaman. Hello again.
Hello again, Shaman.
And I have to say, if it cuts off again, I guess I'm done because it's just being a pain in the butt. Why are you not rotating? Okay. Okay, who broke what? If I knew that, I'd tell you. All I know was YouTube said, no, you're not doing this anymore. I just hope everybody else can find it. I don't know, it's things like that that make me want to look at Twitch, but I gotta say, I really don't like Twitch's interface. That's just me. I mean, even though I'm going through OBS to get to it, I don't know, something in my head don't like it. Oh, one short. Dang. I just hate it when I have to actually work at work. Well, that's why it's called work. I mean, just saying.
Here, that's not on.
Yeah, country lady, I don't envy what you do because anytime you're dealing with the public, the ice biome base. Oh, you took a picture. Thank you, Dave.
Yep.
Sometimes it isn't worth taking a day off, yeah. Well, I get that. And why am I cleaning this up? I have no idea. Guess it's one of those things that just got tired of looking at it. rude of them to expect you to actually work. It's called work for a reason. Just saying. If it was actually fun, it'd be called fun. That right, Dave?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, and I just noticed there's even magnesium down here. You should fuss whoever made such a mess. That would be me, country lady. I did that. And that I left magnesium down here. Nobody to fuss at but myself. Like I said, I'm not exactly sure why I'm taking the time to straighten this up, but I'm not happy that we lost all those other people when we changed the stream. That makes me unhappy. I was hopeful, since I didn't turn off OBS, it would just jump right in and take the chat with me. Do you want to come to my house and do some cleaning? No. The only good thing about this is I can sit here at my desk and do it. Other than that, now I think all of you guys saw my Taz action shot I put in the Discord of him trying to crush, kill, and destroy a piece of cardboard. I will say the little guy is so smart, I started having him jump up on a chair so I wouldn't have to bend so far down to put a leash on him. And now, if I grab the leash, he goes and jumps in that chair. Pretty smart dog. That's why I chose to be a children's librarian, not a regular one. Adults are a drag. Hated when I had to cover the adults' desk. So needy. Yep. I don't know. I've tried when I go someplace and like going through the store or something and get help to try to tell people, thank you, and I know you're working incredibly hard, and say something decent to people. Now let me see. What am I doing here? Extraction platform is at 4. Solar system screen is at 4.15. An interplanetary travel rocket was 4.15. Yeah, Taz is pretty cute. I'm on Threads. 2 different accounts. One that's just dog. The other one that's kind of my personal take on stuff and me griping, I guess, is the best way to describe it. And I'm also on Blue Sky too. But somebody had a post this morning that said my daughter heard me talking to my dog and came in the room to tell me that was very absurd and that I shouldn't be doing that. Said, what do you think? And I posted a picture of Taz and I said, how could you not talk to this face? And why would somebody say, well, you shouldn't be talking to your dog? Why wouldn't you talk to your dog? I've talked to all of mine. I mean, it's just... country lady, write a book. You never can tell. You might make good money off of it if you make it humorous. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Excuse me. All right. I've got myself turned around standing here inside the base. Hey, Dave.
Yep.
What you doing?
I'm just trying to get the terraforming going along.
This looks like a job for rockets. What do you think
Yeah.
needs to go up?
I mean, we got 8 seed spreaders, 7 plant, 7 insect, 6 animal, 10 magnetic, and 11 asteroid.
I wonder if I made everything to 10. Might be worth working on.
You're gonna need 24 genetic. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So you need another 12.
Let me go. Do I have the advanced pinning recipe or do I have the single one? That's tier 1. First things first, let's make a tier 2 pinner if I can get it. Oh, there's even a tier 3. Woohoo! Methane, osmium, zeolite, magnesium, and cobalt. Where's the methane? It's around here somewhere.
It's
Thank you for that. Alas, you were in the minority, but it sure makes a difference in a worker's day. Yes, and that's, I worked in a grocery store as my first job, and my manager went from bag boy to manager in 10 years. And the night I quit, he says, well, I was hoping you would want to become a manager. Said, you are good at this. And I just looked at him and I said, no. This is a jumping off point. And he looked a little bit hurt. I started bagging groceries when scanner registers were a thing. And it just started becoming a thing. And he told me the night that I quit, he said, you're the only bag boy I've ever seen keep up with 3 scanner registers going at full tilt. But as I've said before, I'm in high gear all the time. I mean, I don't know how to slow down. Spent 10 to 15 minutes researching one lady's water bill, trying to help her figure out why the bill was so high. She finally asked me if a slip and slide would make her bill go up. Yeah.
Yeah.
My daughter told us, said, yeah, said, I've got to turn the slip and slide off. The water bill was over $400 last month, and it's like, yep, yeah.
It's like the lady next door to me. She bought a pool. Not an in-ground pool, but just one of those above grounds.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that are about 5 feet deep and 15 feet around. And she didn't. When she got it, I said, "Hey, here's the number to a guy I know that's got a truck. You know, pay him $100. He'll bring you all your water." And he just goes to the bulk water point, gets the water, and brings it to your house. Well, she instead decided to just throw her garden hose in it.
Oh.
Yeah, she was out there last night taking it down because I guess her water bill was
Only a bit of a spike.
$1,000. Yeah, around $1,000 last month.
Wow.
And she couldn't understand why. And then she remembered she filled the pool. I'm thinking, wow, you are an idiot. Yep. So I can imagine a slip and slide would.
Well, hello, James. Glad you're back. Sorry, had to restart the whole stream. Yeah, but I'm sure Country Lady has to deal with those people on the regular.
Yeah.
Oof. Which that gives new insight into why she likes playing Planet Crafter with us. Anything but a water bill.
We're her sanity check.
Oh, I feel sorry for her because if we're the sane ones, you got problems. I mean, I admit I'm a half bubble off level. If I want to do 6 animal rockets, that's going to be 6 osmium and 6 tier 4 mutagens, along with a ever-loving crap load of genetic.
Yep, and I think I got it in here for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, we've only got 4 tier 4 mutagens. Thing is, she paid 2/3 too much in the sewer charge. The truck would be cheaper. Sewer is usually a percentage of your water. Yeah.
Yep, and that's it right there. Is when she threw her hose in her pool, she didn't think about the fact that she was just throwing away a wastewater charge.
Tier 3 and a regular mutagen. Okie doke. Got tier 2s, no tier 3s.
24,
Okay.
25.
Bacteria sample, nitrogen, and sulfur. I better watch. If I put something in the wrong spot, Dave might get antsy.
No problem. No worries.
I'm just joking. And I should
But
have.
there should be 32 genetic traits in the box for you.
Okay. Did you make those out of bee larvae?
Bee larvae, plants, other crap I had lying around.
pressure leaks here, and it's upsetting paying for that. Yet the rate goes up every year. Had one lady tell me to pull money out of my arse if I wanted her bill paid. I told her if I could do that, I'd not be working here. Yeah. Yes, indeed. And having been raised in the South, I can only imagine some of the people you see walking through the door. As I have said before, I saw my mother back down my grade school principal over something, and he was 6'3" and easily 250. He didn't mess with my mom, I can tell you that. Now, what did, what am I doing here? Oh, I didn't make enough of that because I'm an idiot. Dave, are you sure you're going to let me use all of these?
Yeah. Yeah, I made them for you, so just grab them.
Talking to you all restores my faith in the human race, isn't all complete morons. Dave, next time we're all online talking, you need to tell her what you told me before we started the stream. You know what I don't have on me?
Osmium.
You are correct.
You know what I do have on me? 4 osmium rods.
Lovely.
So you need, how many are you sending up?
I was going to send up 6, but I don't have any room at all, like none.
Well, I'll grab the other 2 osmium rods.
And while you're coming this way, am going to drop. Oh, well, I could drink water and food, and I've got. You can hand them to me 2 at a time, and we'll watch the rocket's red glare. Darlene, it's good to see you again. Sorry that we had technical difficulties. Had to restart the whole flippin' stream. Yeah, I don't even have enough to bump one off right now.
Incoming.
And I know that recipe by heart. That was very cute watching you pop up the ladder.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Really?
What did you do?
I was gonna put a locker down, throw all the crap in the locker, but
No, you're not. Tell you what you can do. Go right down to this very bottom corner over here.
Yep.
You can put a locker on that one.
Okay.
Because that's the one they always leave out, and I always fill it in because I'm OCD to beat hell.
There you go. You brought the extra genetic traits for you.
You rock. I don't care what anybody says.
I'm going to stand right here. No, I'm not. I got to find water.
Well, it's all around. You've got a water filter. Or you should have.
Only gripe with this game.
What? Constantly
You die too fast.
having to drink water. And we're on the relaxed mode. Think if we were on intense or hardcore.
Yep.
It's just, yeah, that's a gripe I have because and that's you're using fish when you didn't make it with fish or fish eggs or anything fishy of the sort. Are you trying to ride the rocket?
Yep.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Ooh, that's a new one.
Broke a leg. Yeah, that was pretty impressive. Planetary vacation homes available now. Way to go, Shaman. Good grief. Shaman. Poor fish. Yeah, I know. Shaman, I just have one thing to say. You ain't right. But you ain't wrong neither. And there it goes.
Yeah. Oh, no, there it goes. No, not the other one. It just went, it's going down. The other one's going to crash.
Oh, I landed on top of the container.
There you go.
I'm three or four genetic traits short from throwing another one up.
You need 6. So how many do you have?
Well, it says I've got 2, so I need 4.
Okie dokie.
A better use for fish would be on the grill or in some oil frying. I thought I crashed it, but my post in Discord kicked me out of the stream. See, that's what you get for posting in Discord. I stopped what I was doing to go read your post. Now, we're thankful for all you guys that are here. You could be watching anybody right now, and you choose to watch a low rent streamer like myself.
Okay, they're done.
Did you put them in the crate or?
Yep.
And now you're gonna try to jump on the rocket. I can see what you're doing.
Yep.
Okay, get a handhold. Come on, you can do it.
Just want to get up top. Let me try the F.
Oh, look at him. Look at him go.
Ah, damn it. I keep hitting the wrong button. There we go.
All right.
Okay.
You're on top?
I'm on top. Hit the button.
Yep. Dave in space.
Oh, I'm going. Bye, Johnny. See you on Humble.
Oh, and you're making it go. Oh, it's going off kilter. Very slowly at first. That's an ICBM at this point.
I'm still going straight up on my screen.
No, it it arced
Yeah,
over.
I just watched it on yeah, I just saw it on your screen, man. Incoming. Coming in hot.
Where are you coming from?
Just look straight up.
And there comes Dave.
Coming in hot. Coming in hot.
Jetpack, jetpack, jetpack. Sorry, I was taking a drink. Wished I'd have caught it all the way to the. And there he is. We hold your arms up, Dave.
Yeah, what's up?
No, not that. There you go. I can't believe the stream is, after all the technical difficulties, almost over.
Yeah.
I'm a little sad. I was jonesing for a stream yesterday. I almost did it, and I just went, no, don't do it.
We got frogs in the left.
Now, because everybody's here, mainly, that would care, I'm considering doing Grounded on Sunday, but I know absolutely nothing about Grounded and would need help. But that's something I'll think about. It depends upon how I feel when I get up and
Yes.
Dave, you know what we need in this hole? We need one of those industrial strength deconstructors.
Yeah, so you can make industrial strength bee smoothies.
Yeah, I was going to say, pour all bees in there, break them down to their component parts. Yeah, bee smoothies. Not only is it a learning curve, it's one of those things that every game has a different controller pattern. And I, unfortunately, there's certain ways that I, like my controller to be set up, and when every game changes it, that's a pain in the butt. That's the one thing I don't like about using a controller. I may be able to play with you if you want. I don't think we're doing anything Sunday, but I'll check with my husband. And it's your anniversary. Go do something fun for your anniversary.
Yeah.
Absolutely go do something fun for your anniversary.
Yeah, don't hang out with this bunch of yuckleheads for your anniversary.
Who you calling a yucklehead, you yucklehead?
Poser.
You too. I bet you listen to all those Canadian bands, don't you?
Damn right. Including Nickelback, because they're a great band.
There's two things I didn't want talked about in stream: politics and Nickelback.
So if Can't Ever eliminates the nickel, we're gonna have to get them to change their name.
It's too freaking hot. We're going to out to eat Saturday evening at a seafood place we love. I would really like to find a hotel that has a hot tub in it and go spend an afternoon in the hot tub. My back would appreciate it. I walked up on the genetics locker, thought it said geriatrics. Yeah.
Oh. Actually, should add the rest of the fish and frog eggs to that one.
That's kind of what I
Oh
was
no!
doing.
Actually, I'll come do it because it'll be easier for me to do the multi-select.
And you're not wrong.
Yeah,
And
because
you're
I can just
not
hold down the
wrong.
control key and select
The
many.
the geezer locker. I've got a hot tip for you. Just come to my place and jump in the pond. You have to watch out for the alligator. No, no. I, I don't mind amphibians, but when they get that big, I'll have to pass. The geezer locker. as, as shaman. Just yuck it up, shaman. It's okay. We're all friends here. I can't believe Dave called me a hoser. I'm a little put out now. You got to be of a certain age to know what a hoser even is. And who did they have with them on that song? Geddy Lee from Rush.
Yep.
I've I've been a Rush fan for good grief a long time, but I'm old.
Geddy Lee was a big fan of Bob and Doug McKenzie back in the day. That's why he did so much stuff with them.
Shaman says she's closer to Geezer than all of you. Country lady says the alligator's only 5 to 6 feet long.
What do you call the gator?
Yeah, does he have a
I know
name?
I know you've given it. I know you've given it a name. What do you call the gator?
3.73. 90% complete. We might just stay in game until we get to 4 because we're so freaking close. Shaman is in here begging for the Gator's name to be Dave. Shaman, you're evil. Why do you want to do this to Dave? That was just wrong. No, I don't want to harvest magnesium. Why would you want to harvest magnesium?
You know, I was thinking the other day, it'd be really cool if they put in the functionality that if you plant a redwood tree under a 1x1 hab, it will push that hab up.
That would be neat. Wow. Shaman says, I haven't had coffee yet, so I'm not in control of my snark yet. Shaman, I realize I'm supposed to respect my elders and all, but I kind of think that's baloney. Dave, that you're above me on a crate, dancing in front of me. I've come in the wrong strip club.
Give me a second.
What are you doing? Oh, Lord. I've given him an idea. Heaven help us.
Let's that.
What spacesuit do I have on? It must be a Fablo. Yes. Dave,
Yep.
you're scaring me. Just want you to know
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry.
that.
Add entertainment value to your stream.
Shaman says, if you're Doug and Bob McKenzie, who's Doug? Who's Bob? Oh, stop. Stop. Have to have a space G string, and then we'd have to have space bucks, and it would just spiral out of control. I'm just waiting on Spaceballs, the second one, to come out.
Yep.
But my wife said about the original Spaceballs, she said toward the end it just got long. Yeah. And now for your entertainment pleasure. He only does one dance, but well, you got to admit he does. It's Planet Crafter's Strip Club DLC. We've went off the rails, folks. It's gonna be epic. If you're really going to look like an alien, though, it needs to be green, a la the green woman on.
Oh, yes, the
on
Orion Slave Girls.
Yeah, on Star Trek. I mean, don't look like any slave girl I've ever seen. Need to have your vomit bucket firmly in place. Country lady, that is genius. And he's still dancing.
I was just waiting for the TTI to kick over.
That was almost as bad as waking up to Wham going around in my head. No. I remember when Careless Whisper first came out, and I thought, I wish I could write such a piece of crap and make $1 million. Hold it. I've just thought of evil stuff.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you piece of crap. Will not let me put a mannequin up there with you.
Ah.
Well, you got to have an audience. I mean.
See, again, this is where we need to be able to pose them so that you can put them into...
Yeah, one with his hand over his mouth, two with his hands covering
That
his
pose.
eyes.
There we go. That's the one.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I don't often make mannequins, but
Yeah, that must have hurt. That must have hurt a lot to
nah,
have to do
nah.
that.
Did I hear someone say evil? Evil. Doctor Evil. Yeah, I was looking up a GIF for the word ack this morning, and the spacemen from Mars Attack popped up. We need tear tokens to throw at Dave. And we've got 76,592 of them. I mean,
Yep.
oh, I can't even drink coffee. I'm laughing so much. Oh, gosh. Dave, you're one
Yep.
of a kind because the world couldn't stand two of you.
Yep. Okay. What do I need to
And now you're going to try to whip it around the pole. I see what you're doing.
do? No, no. Just gotta go back.
Dave, if you were going to do something like that, you should have put it downstairs. Because there's a hole downstairs that.
Good.
Please put a screenshot of Dave pole dancing in Discord, Johnny. We need it. Well, he's not. He's not pole dancing. People, coworkers are going to think I'm having a stroke or something from laughing to myself. Shaman, it'll be up after we get done here and get to 4 TTI. We're at 3.82, 93%. We'll dance for food. Hold it. If we're gonna do that, oh, you pain in the butt. There, there. That's even better.
Uh,
Yeah, I took the high quality food back. Dave, you're, you're you were in the army just a bit too long. And I can say that because I know.
it's either that or I hung around with way too many crayon eaters when I was in the army.
Well, you know. I read a joke. The real Adrian Cronauer, who Good Morning Vietnam is made, sort of after, will
Yep.
dance for eggplant. Oh my lord, Shaman had to go there. He got in trouble because he said something on radio about it's 0900. For you guys in the Air Force and the Army, it's 0900. For you guys in the Navy, it's two bells. For you guys in the Marine Corps, the big hand is on the 12, the little hand is on the 9. He got in trouble for that. I was like, oh, and there's Lord Fish Gaming. Lord Fish, we're sitting here waiting on the numbers to go up to 100% completion since we're so close. And we're pretty much going to be done at that point. Dave is pole dancing, and we've got pictures of it. So that's where we're at. It's devolved.
Yep.
Yeah, just in time to watch Dave pole dance. He only does that one dance move though, which is a little bit tired. We had to make him green like the Colossian. Sweet, what a Canadian treat. Stop, stop, stop. I can no longer breathe. And I do have a picture of this, and it is going up in my Discord. Welcome to the strip club in space. Yeah. Which gives whole new meaning to I'm giving her all she's got, Captain, and she'll not stand no more. Uh, yeah, yeah, Lord Fish, we're only a little nuts. I'm taking still shots for the looker room. Dave, you're gonna be famous for dancing on my Planet Crafter. Planet Stripper. Shaman says the game should be called Planet Stripper now. We're at 94. Come on, just a little more. A little more. There's that. I'm going to go do one thing. I'm setting one rocket off.
Yes. Which one?
I just, whatever I can grab. It's the cobalt one.
Yes.
Let's see if we can make it hurry. Hurry. Planet Crafter, the gutter version. We're in the wrong chat room to do that. I mean, this needs to be, if it's going to be the gutter version, it's damn.
Yeah.
And her minions. And it's too bad she's not here because she would be cracking up harder than all of us. I'm just gutter gang adjacent. We're almost to 95%. Lord Fish, I have one thing to say. If Fishton or the Yard Sale Simulator used a controller, I'd be playing it. Never played this. Why did you just launch a rocket? I was trying to get the numbers to go up so we could get the completion done a little quicker because we're a little bit over the gutter DLC. I vote for that. Yeah. Basically, Lord Fish, what you're doing is you're put here as a prisoner and you start at 0 TTI and you work your way up. And I understand that you understand the control thing, and you developers work hard. I know about computers. I do not know about programming them. I know enough programming. I could probably eke out a Hello World program in C or JavaScript or something, but we'll give the people what they want. That's Big Dave cutting a rug. I'm a little disappointed that there's no way to get a G string. Rockets spread plants, animals around the planet, terraform it. Yes, absolutely. What Shaman said. Yeah, Planet Crafter, the gutter DLC. If I knew how to make a short. But I don't. I would really like to play Yard Sale Simulator, but using a keyboard absolutely wrecks my whole left arm and shoulder, which is beset with arthritis. Lord Fish, don't be offering unless you're serious. That's all I got to say. What, you taking your 15-minute break? Let me put it to you this way. I'm old and computers have, they haven't really passed me by, but they're getting there. There are things I don't know about them anymore. And, you know, I used to go help people work out their problems and then go, I don't know what to do for your, after this. And they'd say, you don't know to do this? I work on them. I don't work with them. And that blew some people's minds. You have to have good stripper music to go with the short video. Yeah, I'd have to find some that wouldn't get me copyright. You know. All right, Dave. Oh, I don't think Dave's with us. Video, how to post games and stream recently. Things can be confusing. Because all systems are different. Yeah, well, and that's another thing. I use Macs, I use Linux, I use Windows. You name it, I've laid my hands on it in 25 plus years. And yes, there is a heck of a lot of difference. And I've had people bring me Mac laptops and go, can you fix this for me? Well, I know Google Foo as much as the next guy. Dave's smoking a big old Canadian Tylenol. uh, now that's funny.
Yep.
No, I was going to give you a chance to I've taken embarrassing pictures of you, so.
Oh, gotta unpin because apparently pins are not part of the UI.
Lord Fish, I used to, before my eyesight went bad, used to take laptops apart and, do with them. Right before I got floaters in both eyes, I only had them in one eye. My wife gave me her old laptop and I rebuilt it. I couldn't do it right now to save my life. Yeah, I actually went through training with IBM for laptops and everything, and that was a while ago because IBM don't do laptops anymore. So. Oh, what? You're going to throw food now, aren't you?
No. Yeah, I'd never do that.
You'd be the first one I'd consider. Oh, we're at 3.91. I think I may have floaters in my eyes, little dots that move around when I'm looking around. Absolutely, you do. Yep. Will dance for
Get back out there, Johnny.
Oh, gosh. Okay, gosh. You hard ass. Makes it tough to do my art, but it seems to be getting better. I'm hoping your brain will eventually blot floaters out in your field of vision and they'll be better. I still have mine are right around the blind spots in my eyes and I can see them no matter what. When it first happened, it was like an explosion went off and I could see my whole retina and everything inside my head. I went to the eye doctor the next morning and went, hey, we've got problems. Well, we've devolved. What can we do in the short term that would make everything go up? I'm thinking another rocket.
More rockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. More rockets, I guess.
Let me think. What is a seed spreader rocket? I think that's a lerma seed, a tree bark. I'm the worst. I haven't seen a doctor in over 25 years. Heck, I see a doctor once a year whether I want to or not because the VA says as long as you're taking disability money from them, you gotta. And so and I'm not going to tell you that I like them because I don't. But I married an RN, so I can't I can't be too mean to the medical profession. That was one thing about being in the military. They always tried to make sure that you were in some sort of shape.
Yep.
Yes, I am a vet. Spent 16 years. Well, 15 years, 8 months, and 8 days. Let's be technical. I had a lot of people tell me right before I got out, said, you won't get out. You're too close to retirement. I said, hide and watch. I've had enough. My health was going to hell in a handbasket. And I, you know, I sometimes have regrets about the fact that I didn't retire, but it was also one of those things that I couldn't have done 4 more years. And it was stress. Caught a raging case of IBS at age 35 after being in the Persian Gulf and found out later it's part of Gulf War syndrome. And stress was part of it. Military is an extremely stressful life, and you just don't realize it while you're in it. And I got out and went, oh my Lord, you know. I also don't drink caffeine anymore, and it's just, I lead a very slow-paced life for the most part. I'm going to have to go back out there to unpin that recipe, but that'll just have to do.
Can you not bring up your crafting or the construction screen and click on the pin from there?
What it is it's a rocket construction, and the only place you can get to that screen is on the platform. I only asked because I had something like that happen. Basically, had a meltdown before I met Queenfish to change my life before it ended too soon. Yeah, I understand that. Stress is a bad thing, you know. Stress is.
Yep.
We're at 98% and going up slowly. And we're having so much fun, let's do it again. And then Dave can gripe at me for setting off 60 rockets.
Nah, because like I said, I actually started it off.
Well, the only reason why you griped was you were trying to click on something and all the shaking kept you from clicking on it.
Yes.
Lord Fish, I'm 62 years old. And I've been in high gear all my life. I have no idea why it does me no good. It's not good for me or to me. And, you know, in the military, it wasn't a bad thing because they have a sense of urgency, you know.
Yeah.
I got told when I worked for the state of South Carolina that the new director was going to be a general that was retiring from the Army. And I went, oh no, that's bad. And my boss looked at me and he said, why? I said, it takes a couple of years before an officer realizes that civilians have no sense of urgency. I said, it's going to take him a while before it gets in his head that not everybody is going to step and fetch for him. And
Yep.
sure enough, it was about a year later. The guy resigned in disgrace. The division I was in was audited. He spent so much money. I mean, yes, we got a lot of upgrades out of it. And did I unpin my rocket? No, I did not. It was, and you don't see these things. They're not abnormal to you until you get out and you look back. You go, oh my Lord, I was so stressed. I got to say, I'm probably the happiest I've been in my life. You know, and I will admit to God and anybody that I was, I think procrastination causes more stress. I always get it down before it's off my mind if I can. Yeah, I told Dave before we started the stream I wanted to go walking at 6:30, and 6:30 came and went, and I was enjoying sitting on my backside watching cutting edge engineering from Australia. And did I get a walk in while it was cool? No. Okay, we're at 99%.
Yep.
I will say I really enjoy gaming. It's been something, and streaming. I really like the human component to streaming, talking to you guys, having people come and join me in games. Probably been one of the better things that's ever happened to me. Takes up a little bit of my time, but probably been the best thing that's happened in a while. It helps feel less alone. You're not kidding. Well, I'm a morning person. I always have been. Part of being in the military. My wife is not a morning person. She's taking a nap right now, and I'm streaming. It doesn't conflict with what she's doing, and what she's doing doesn't conflict with what I'm doing. And when she finally gets up, we're ready for our first walk. You know, she left to go to Portland for 10 days and said, I really miss you being here. Not that we do a whole lot, but I'm used to doing a whole lot of nothing with you. I wouldn't trade her for the world. She's been beyond good to me. Now, Lord Fish, I will say one thing. I have noticed that a lot of people that we game with, have some sort of disability, some sort of problem, some sort of something. And it widened my mind to knowing that you're not just the only one that has problems. Lord Fish, she is great. I don't know what she's doing with me. I'm constantly amazed.
We are almost here, Johnny.
Yeah, 81, 99, 81,
Yeah.
99, 82.
Yeah.
And that's why I was playing this morning, was to get to 4 TTI. And the Terraformation Index says we're at 4.
Yeah.
And there it is. Woohoo!
There we go.
Extraction platform. And we're happy about that, country lady. And it's only fitting that a butterfly would fly by as we reached 4 TTI,
Yep.
or at least on my screen it was.
Yeah, I saw that.
But we need to hear the bing. I don't know. You guys are probably going to think that I'm a little bit nuts. Another thing is I have a 10-pound Chiweenie named Taz, and if you're in my Discord, you've seen it. Him. He's also got a picture in Amp's Discord. Um, that little guy getting up and getting around, and knowing that he needs me. That means something in an intangible way. He doesn't. You know, I don't get anything back from him other than his companionship, and he's more the wife's dog. I got to say, he's taken up with my wife, and I look at him all the time and go, I can't blame you. I'd be sitting with her too if we could all fit on the love seat, but we can't. No, we bought a love seat, and me and the love seat wreck one another.
Yep.
I'm up early, and she puts things off to do it the right way. Other than that, we're on the same page. And sometimes opposites attract there, Lord Fish, and sometimes you have to have a yin to your yang. I can honestly say that my wife's put my feet on the ground, made me think about things differently, have a higher purpose. I have a small thought process, and she's made me see the wider, bigger world. I wouldn't trade that for nothing. Okay, we're 20 odd minutes over, and Amp's probably tapping her foot, going, "Why are they still streaming?" Probably not, but who knows? All right, at this point, I am going to thank Big Dave for being here, because he's not going to be here tomorrow because he's going to be playing 7 Days to Die. And she isn't streaming today. No, she isn't. Okay, I feel a little better then.
Yeah,
I
didn't think she would, because she was not feeling good last night when we were playing 7 Days. So.
Yeah, she's been having headaches again.
Yep.
This Queenfish makes me not hate the world so much.
Yeah.
I understand that. I'd like to thank you guys in chat for being here. Sorry for the technical difficulties at the first of the stream. Didn't mean to have to restart on a different URL, but sometimes YouTube just says, no, you're done. And I didn't want to be done, so we didn't. But, all right then, we are going to leave it there. And thank you guys for being here. Oh, I better save. All this work.
Take that save.
Yeah. Lord Fish, you have a good one. Tell the Queen that we said hello. And thank you guys so much for being here. I'll be back tomorrow. If not by myself, there might be other people here on the Moons Update. See ya.
Bye.